that's my thing with Carlin. I wasn't a fan of his early work. I loved everything he did. Like the period that a lot of people like were turned off by him, like the end years, I think was his greatest work. And for me, he's the greatest shining example for a comedian that you can actually get better with age. And, you know, I love the documentary so strong, especially where, you know, he got, like, I never liked the hippy dippy weatherman and all that period of Carlin where he was like the stoner counterculture guy. And then what was it, SCTV ridiculed him over his weird peas observations and all that, which pissed him off. And then Kinnison's comes out, and then he gets not frightened, but he got inspired that, you know, here these people are making fun of me for being this like kind of dork observationalist, and I know I've got all these raw feelings about the world and this country, what's happening. And for me, that's his best his best work.
Well, he did the thing that most people don't do, which is he redoubled his efforts. He saw where it was going. So he was popular in the 70s, but then people started making fun of him because he was probably running out of gas. He put out a lot of records. It was a lot of material. He was one of the few people that was really making a record every year. So after 5-6 hours of material, it's getting kind of corny, and everyone starts making fun of him. Like SCTV's brutal doing impressions of him. It was like Death of a Salesman with.
I had never seen that before until the documentary.
I mean, it's online. So the whole thing. It's like a 15-minute sketch where he plays one of Willie Loman's children, and it's like Dave Thomas is playing like DeForest Kelley as one of the sons of Willie Loman, which is played by Ricardo Montalban. Joe Flaherty is Ricardo Montalban, and George Carlin is the other one of Willie Loman's kids. And it's so mean and so well observed, and that along with Cheech Marin saying George Carlin's over, he's just talking about peas, and that made him get funnier. He didn't crumble. He got funnier and he went deeper. And then another 10 years later, he saw Sam Kinison, and he thought, I don't want to be the corny guy.
Yeah.
He was like, I got to keep up with what people are doing. And then when you watch the rest of his career, and it got very dark and intense, it makes sense that was a reaction to Sam Kinison.